Frank Scott Jr., Baker Curris, Warwick Saban have all announced they're running for Little Rock mayor. This morning we sat down with a new candidate, Vincent Tolliver. Vincent, thank you so much. So you made the announcement. Why?
Well, because I think Little Rock needs a different direction. Our campaign is called the People's Campaign. It encompasses people from all 7 wards and not just the wards north of I-630.
So as you're looking at this and you see 3 other men now currently in this, how do you differentiate yourself? Because this is a crowded field.
Yeah, it is a crowded field. Our campaign, in my particular self, I differentiate myself and campaign from the others because we're more progressive. We put people first. We don't put money first. You know, you read the reports about certain candidates being the front runner because of amounts of money raised, but we don't lead with money. We lead with people. Far too long, people have not been involved in the political process, and City Hall, I'm embarrassed to say, is sort of operated like a private club. A very select few people get access, and in my campaign, the People's Campaign, we intend to change that.
And some of those intended changes, I mean, you listed out those top 15 priorities that you're calling them on your Facebook page just a few days ago.
Sure.
Tell me a couple of those that are in that list and why those stick out and why you want to change those things.
Well, the number one on that list is a return of local control of the Little Rock School District. That's the first priority. We need to get immediate return of the Little Rock School District. I think we don't have presently a mayor who has taken that fight to Asa Hutchinson and Johnny Key, the Arkansas Commissioner of Department of Education. We need a strong voice in City Hall. I'm that voice. I'm also an advocate of downtown homeless facility, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Last month in June, we held a summit on homelessness, and we got a really good group of people. It was a cross-industry stakeholders. We got people from DHS, we got people from UAMS, we got people from the Vet Center. Dr. Stella Morris is fantastic. We had a former mayor, Mayor Jim Daly. He was president, and so we basically took stock of what's happening in the city as it relates to our homeless neighbors and where we need to go. And so the end goal of that was to establish a blue ribbon commission on homelessness in Little Rock in 2019. But prior to that, we'll have focus groups and focus meetings with the players involved in homeless advocacy.
There is no doubt that we are in a different age here in Little Rock when it comes to violence. It's
Sure.
a very violent last 18 months. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
In a city run by you, how do you fix it? How do we find victory over violence?
Well, I think the first thing you do is change the culture of the Little Rock Police Department. We have a police chief, as far as I'm concerned, that does not want to be in Little Rock. That police chief applied for a job in Charlotte, and then all of a sudden he took his application back. Well, the bottom line is that, you know, he found out he wasn't going to get that job. We need to reimagine the way we do community policing.
Okay.
Most of the police officers, or a big chunk of the police officers, don't live in the city of Little Rock. We need to change that culture. We don't need to rotate police officers from neighborhoods and communities to communities as they are currently doing under the direction of the current chief of police. We need to have the same officers in the neighborhoods across the city, wards 1 through 7, so that the neighbors and residents can establish a rapport and relationship with the police officers. We're not doing that.
Vincent Tolliver, real quick, I saw you jamming in our studio. What are you listening to?
Oh, well, I listen to everybody. I listen to...
But what were you listening to this morning?
Well, you caught me. I was listening to the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
All right, there you go.